So listen, I'm here with Dan Fitzmaurice, who is the Executive Director of the Arts Council. Woo! Don't forget to donate. There's all kinds of ways to donate. This year, we are also celebrating 40 years of awardees, and it's blackety black, 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 baby. We invited them to submit their projects for the Anniversary Commission, the collaborative between past awardees, and to speak to the theme of resiliency. And who better than black people to talk about resiliency? Very competitive process. Lifetime Achievement Award recipient selected two to receive funding. It's a collaborative led by Cowlin, parenthesis 1983, and Helen Kauder. Hey, Helen! With 4 decades of amazing mothers who participated in the Dancing Thru Pregnancy program. This is the world premiere of their film, but it's only a preview. You can view the entire documentary at newhavenarts.org, /Arts Awards. Here's its sponsor, the Community Foundation for Greater New Haven.
Good evening, friends of the Arts Council. I'm Will Ginsberg, President and CEO of the Community Foundation for Greater New Haven, and it is my pleasure to join you this evening, even if remotely. For the past 92 years, the Foundation has proudly served Greater New Haven as our community's charitable endowment. Each year, we award millions in grants to local nonprofits and collaborate with thousands of people and institutions across our community. The Foundation's goal is to build an ever more connected, inclusive, equitable, and philanthropic community, a goal which takes on particular urgency in 2020 as we address the impacts of COVID and support those working to advance racial equity. From our founding nearly a century ago, the arts have consistently been one of the Foundation's major priorities, and that brings us to this evening's festivities. Tonight is about honoring the arts in our community. The arts enrich our lives and play a uniquely important role in strengthening our community. Today, when the arts have been so terribly impacted by COVID and are so important to building bridges across our racial divides, supporting artists and arts institutions and reinforcing the community building role of the arts are more important than ever. As part of honoring the arts this evening, the Foundation is proud to sponsor the video you are about to see, which is called Fountain of Resiliency, Art That Nurtures, Dancing Thru Pregnancy. This video illustrates the resiliency and joyful experience of women who chose to cope with the demands of childbearing as members of a nurturing dance community. On behalf of the Community Foundation, I extend heartfelt congratulations to the Arts Council of Greater New Haven this evening on their 40th Annual Arts Award ceremony, and equally heartfelt congratulations as well to all of the recipients of this year's awards. And it's now my pleasure to present Fountain of Resiliency, Art That Nurtures, Dancing Thru Pregnancy.
So there are 3 things to pay attention to: dancing, motherhood, and resiliency. We will begin with dancing. Okay, to dance, you must be present. The same body that carries around your head is the one with which you must dance. You know, neurologists have studied this. When you watch dancing at a very low threshold, your nervous system actually fires the sequential muscles needed to do the movement you are watching. So guess what? Watching movement is learning movement. Now, what does movement get you? Well, you know, in Africa, when people have children, they dance about it, and they use the dancing to teach how to get pregnant and have kids. Very useful. So, what does dancing have to do with motherhood and resiliency? Well, they're all part of the same thing. Dancing with the newborn, the dyad we call it. Dancing with other people creates bonding. And dancing normalizes norepinephrine, dopamine, and serotonin, which help prevent depression. So, all in all, it all goes together. And what we're going to do with this little video here is give you a little bit, just a little bit, of an idea about this. Something we've been working on for 40 years. And then we're going to encourage you to find out more. But enough about me. Let me show you a little bit about Artspace. New Haven, connecting with the Arts Council to navigate the local art scene and help establish Artspace and its outdoor performance venue in 1982.
Well, my work with artists came a little bit later than my time in Dancing Thru Pregnancy, but I think that working with artists requires a lot of patience. I would say being a mother also is an exercise in building patience and also recognizing that it's often not your own agenda. It's often about letting go of your own agenda.
Well, and you know that all over New Haven, there are what we call the Dancing Thru Pregnancy cultural nurturers. Yes, women in the arts, women in finance, the law, healthcare, social work, community development. Why, the list is endless. But for this video, we're just going to give you a little taste, a little bitty taste, because we want you to see about more of them. Details to come. Well, that's all for now. After all, we want to get on with celebrating 40 years of Arts Awards. So we'll just leave you at this moment with these URLs so that you can go and find out the whole story about dancing, motherhood, and resiliency. After all, you wouldn't want to miss a good story, would you?